Hello YouTube. So we're doing a little test today on the 45 litre Glacio single zone fridge freezer. It's currently set to mains power, and as you can see it's at 24 degrees. I've only just plugged it in, so what I'm going to do is allow the fridge to reach set temperature, which is like, let's have a look. I think it's temperature, here we go. It's 4 degrees. So that's the set temperature. And once it reaches set temperature, we're going to run it off the Bluetti, which is 100%. Now this is only a small power station, and we're going to disconnect the 12 volt socket from there, which goes to the mains, and we're going to plug it into our dedicated 12 volt, and we'll see how long this Bluetti EV3A will run the fridge, because the idea is if something happens in the motorhome, like the solar panels fail or the batteries fail or the fridge fails, if it's a three-way fridge, I can get the important stuff out of the upright fridge and put it in my camping fridge, because this is coming with me. And how long we can run it for. I've got not only the Bluetti that can run that, but also the 72,000 milliamp power bank. This has a dedicated 12 volt, and this does run it. I have run the fridge all night on that little guy whilst there's no solar, to avoid draining the power box unnecessarily overnight. But yeah, we're gonna set it to set temperature. It's at currently 24, coming down. Once it reaches set temperature, we will plug it into the Bluetti, check the time on the phone, put a timer on, and see how long it lasts. So keep you posted. So here we are, time for a catch up. As you may remember, we started at 8:02 a.m. today, Monday the 21st. Now it is currently 4:17 p.m. so that's a good sort of 8 hours. The fridge is holding temperature. It is in a transit bag, so it does hold temperature quite well. The compressor's hardly coming on, but still the Bluetti, I've got a tab bottle holding the 12 volt socket because it's quite large. But just to give you an idea where we're at, it's only at 47%. It's currently drawing nothing because the compressor is not running, and it tells me that at this rate, of course with nothing running, I've got 30 hours left. So you could potentially run this probably all weekend. Now you can feed the Bluetti solar, and you would get an extension of that, but if something happens to your rooftop solar panels, if something happens to your upright fridge, if something happens to the house batteries in your motorhome, you could salvage the stuff out of your fridge, put it in a camping fridge, plug it into a Bluetti, and you would have 8, 10, 12, God knows how many hours, and you could get to an auto electrician and say, hey, can you diagnose my problem and fix it, and your food would not spoil. Plus, if you've got friends coming over and you want to fire up a secondary fridge for some beers, bang, it's good to go. I will follow this. I will let it run, but it'll probably cut out in the middle of the night while I'm asleep. But just to give you an idea of how long you can run a decent sized fridge of a small power station. Cheers for now. So the verdict is in on the running the fridge off the Bluetti. It is 18 hours, 2 a.m. on Tuesday it cut out. So 18 hours as an emergency backup for your cold stuff out of the fridge, camping fridge with a small power bank. Now I am working on a 8mm connector to ring terminal, so I can add a a backup battery to it. It has to be lithium iron phosphate, same chemistry, but that would give me, longer runtime, and of course solar would give me longer runtime again. So there you go, as a backup plan, which doesn't cost much and doesn't take up a lot of space, running a camping fridge, compressor fridge of a small power bank. So cheers, hope that was helpful.